But during the President Trump investigations, what did they find out? They found out that he makes a lot of money and he does a really good job at it. And I can't wait to see him back in the White House and just fixing all of this. But the American people deserve to know if Biden sold out the United States of America to line his own pockets. If you have a former vice president, now president, committing treason, then we owe it to the American people to get to the bottom of this.
Hey guys, I'm Max Burns, and that was Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert accusing President Joe Biden of treason. Now, that's nothing new for Boebert, who filed some vague articles of impeachment against Biden less than a year into his term, but Biden treason mania is sweeping the whole GOP. Let's take a look at why.
John, it constitutes the crime, as you point out, of bribery under federal law, as well as a separate felony under the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which makes it a crime to use your public office to confer a benefit on a foreign entity or government in exchange for something of value, money. But beyond that, it rises to the level of impeachment. The Constitution specifically states the president can be removed for treason and bribery.
So this week, Republicans think Joe Biden committed treason for allegedly accepting bribes from the Chinese government. That rumor started because Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley claimed, for real this time, that he finally had the evidence to nail Joe Biden for his crimes. And guys, listen, this sounds really bad. I mean, just listen to this Fox News lawyer who had nothing else to do in the middle of a workday besides hang out in a TV studio.
Given all the other compelling evidence of Biden influence peddling schemes, it should surprise nobody that there may exist this smoking gun document hidden in the vaults of the FBI linking Joe Biden directly to a quote-unquote criminal scheme involving the exchange of money for policy decisions. Hunter Biden's laptop is filled with similar lucrative deals.
Now, whoa, that is some serious stuff. International bribery, Hunter Biden's laptop of secrets. But listen to that clip again, and you'll hear a weasel word slip in there that maybe we should dig into a little deeper. Let's play it again and see if you can spot it.
It should surprise nobody that there may exist this smoking gun document hidden in the vaults of the FBI.
Wait. So there may be a document hidden at the FBI. I mean, I'm sure if U.S. Senator Chuck Grassley made such a serious accusation, he at least has seen the documents he's claiming exist, right? Well, no. Not at all. In fact, Grassley was forced to admit publicly that his entire story could be completely fake.
I must admit the letter's electrifying because it talks about exchange of money for policy decisions. So that's why naturally, it's a very serious allegation against the then vice president.
It is a very serious allegation. I wish I could say that I knew it was true or untrue.
Now, old Mr. Grassley could have saved himself some embarrassment by doing a few minutes of research first into how complaints like this are even actually handled. The story has been full of holes from the start. And when pressed by, of all places, Fox News, Grassley backpedaled faster than Lance Armstrong on opposite day. Talking to Fox News reporter Chad Pergram, Grassley flatly said that he couldn't verify, quote, whether or not it's really criminal activity. Forget about that. At this point, it's not clear this complaint actually exists at all. But I guess this is what you have time to do when you're not busy governing. And Republicans are already spinning up a reason for why their fantasy investigation into Joe Biden's treason is coming up empty. As it turns out, every single federal law enforcement official is compromised and on the Biden family payroll. Watch this mess.
So you're right to ask the central question. Will Comer be able to get his hands on it, or will the DOJ and FBI stonewall and obstruct? Well, given their shameful track record, they may refuse to cough it up, claiming, it's now up classified after the fact. That's a common trick to conceal damning records.
Now, not to knock the wind out of that gas bag's sails, but there's another, way more boring reason why the DOJ wouldn't hand that document over, even if it existed. Because as we've talked about a lot before, the DOJ doesn't hand out documents concerning ongoing investigations. But that's not how Republican blowhard James Comer is trying to sell it. Here's Comer on Fox. Because of course he is. And Comer wants you to think that he's seen a document that, remember, nobody can even prove exists.
Senator Grassley and I both reviewed that disclosure. We find it very credible. We're very concerned We have a lot of questions as to whether or not the FBI even looked into this. We know from your previous reporting that you've already stated on the show that they turned a blind eye to anything pertaining to Joe Biden, and they just assume the worst when they look into anything that pertains to former President Trump.
Okay, so setting aside the fact that Comer apparently thinks Donald Trump's attorney generals were all secret Biden allies, Comer did not actually view the complaint. What Comer viewed was a document created by somebody summarizing what they claim they saw in a complaint that, again, no lawmaker has actually seen. And you can be sure that if Republicans had a document like that, it would be all over the front pages of every single conservative news outlet in the world. They aren't exactly known for playing it subtle with classified documents. With Republicans indulging in a little Biden treason daydreaming, most Americans are realizing there's no chance Republicans are going to do any work with their House majority. That's great news for Democrats in 2024, and a potential nightmare for the right. And if you enjoyed that story, how about some more? Check out this clip of even more Republicans behaving badly. And as always, leave me a like and a comment below so you can let me know what I should cover next.